Upcoming on Saturday, a special benefit concert that benefits Safe Place in Calhoun County. And a couple of folks here to talk to us about that right now. First of all, Dick Schlatter is here to tell us some of the details of this terrific concert. Hi, Dick.
Good morning, Richard.
And also, Mike Olson is here, Public Safety Chief in Emmett Township, member of the Board of Directors at Safe Place. Mike, good morning to you.
Good morning, Richard.
Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here.
So, Dick, are you back on your regular sleep schedule now after all this excitement, or what?
Yeah, kind of. Wearing a different hat this morning.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
Had to ask, though.
We're really excited about having Edie Evans Hyde come in on Saturday night. The concert is at Chapel Hill United Methodist Church, I think you mentioned, and it starts at 7 p.m. Edie Evans Hyde is well known and not only in West Michigan, but certainly in the Battle Creek area. Many folks who went to the brass band concert last spring got a real taste of her extraordinary ability. She is just a phenomenal singer. I was just blown away by her. So when I heard her, I knew I had to get her back in here, and she was gracious enough to agree to come and perform for us Saturday night.
We'll give you a little sample of that, too, when we come back from the break in a couple seconds.
She was voted the 2011 West Michigan Jazz Society Musician of the Year, and has performed not only all over Michigan, but in L.A. and Europe and Asia, and shared the stage with a lot of well-known singers and actors. So she is, it's going to be a big concert, and I urge everybody to get there early because it's going to be, I think, well attended.
And this, of course, as we've said, is a benefit for Safe Place.
Exactly.
Is there an admission fee, Dick?
No,
how does this work?
we've discussed that, but we've done this concert for about 7 years now, every spring and every fall. And our idea or mission was to provide not only top-notch quality entertainment, but to make it affordable for everyone. We hope that there are those who can afford it will donate generously, but we also want to welcome folks who maybe are on a tight budget or unemployed and maybe can't afford a whole lot. Maybe for a couple bucks, they can also enjoy the entertainment. So it's open to everyone, but our goal is to hopefully raise $2,000 for a Safe Place.
Mike Olson is here, too, Emmett Township Public Safety Chief and member of the Board of Directors at Safe Place. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
So talk a little bit about the lay of the land these days. We sure would like to, as we say about a lot of nonprofits, put ourselves out of business, but probably not doing that, I'm guessing.
No, there just seems to be that continuing need to support the victims of domestic violence, and certainly in my profession we see far too much of it, and one case too many. As
a law enforcement officer, when you see these cases or your officers encounter them, is it a connection that you often make between those folks and Safe Place?
It is now, and is becoming more familiar. Countywide, the chiefs and the sheriff, we all got together and began some training with what's called a lethality assessment program, or it's referred to as LAP, and we think that that's helped us a lot in terms of recognizing the seriousness of this type of incident. Right.
And I presume the statistics aren't going down.
They are not. They are not. I think that there's a little encouragement because I think we see that the economy is getting better and there's some jobs, and that always helps. But it's still there every day, every week. I
was looking at the headlines this week, all of this talk about harassment and the Hollywood talk that's going on. And it made me think about domestic violence because that's not a far extension from this. And I think there's a parallel there that sometimes these things are going on just under the surface of our perceptions, but they're there.
They are absolutely there, and I think that's well put. That parallel is absolutely at the forefront.
So Safe Place then is doing all it can, I imagine, to try and help folks who are in this situation.
We are. The last couple of years we've gone through some transition.
Yeah.
And we are constantly in a research mode, if you will, to look at new and better ways to provide the service to our victims while still being very conscious of the very generous gifts we get from our community.
And of course, this concert is going to benefit Safe Place. A year or two ago, there were concerns, as there are with a lot of nonprofits, about how the ends were going to meet. How are you feeling about that these days?
It's still tight. Right now, we're going through with the election and the budget right now, and a lot of our funds right now are held back until December. So we have had to become very creative. The board has worked very closely with our executive director, Jessica Harrelson, and we're making some headway.
Okay.
We've got a phenomenal staff. We are just, but we're taxed to the limit.
I'll bet. Okay. Not the first time I've heard that as it relates to efforts like this. So that's how you can help.
Sometime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Well, your dad is rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
823, 95.3 WBCK. Edie Evans Hyde, a special benefit concert with she and the Terry Lauer Trio coming up on Saturday, and Dick Schlatter and Mike Olson are here to remind us about those details. It benefits Safe Place. Let's say where and when again, Dick, just to make sure folks know.
Again, it's at Chapel Hill United Methodist Church. That's on Chapel Hill Drive. Actually, it's 157 Chapel Hill, which is just off of Riverside Drive near Riverside School. So it's about a half mile south of Columbia Avenue.
Okay.
Pretty easy to find. Wanted to mention the clip that you just played there is actually, I think, from her new album, Magic in His Eyes. And she'll have that album there, some CDs, I'm sure, for sale Saturday night. So I know I'm looking forward to getting one. I can't emphasize enough for folks who are coming to be sure and get there early. If you get there right at 7, I can't guarantee that we'll have a seat because I know it's going to be well attended, and we can seat about 300. And we hope we don't have to turn anybody away, but that might be a possibility if we fill up. Again, tickets are free, but we are having as we've discussed, offering for Safe Place. That's what it's all about. And so I hope people will come and give generously.
All right. You just have Edie on speed dial, do you? Or you just called her up and said, can you come down? Apparently she said yes.
Yeah. Well, I emailed her. And I was surprised when she said she'd love to come. So,
good.
I've been really excited ever since last spring when we first talked.
Good. So Mike, Safe Place will benefit from the largesse of those who attend on Saturday night. And as we were saying before the break there, this is well needed at this point.
It's very well needed, and on behalf of Safe Place and the board and staff there, we certainly want to say thanks to Dick and for this and for his support for Safe Place, and certainly thanks to all of our community that have supported us. We couldn't do it without him.
So as you look to the future, Safe Place is obviously not going away because the need is there. Is the way in which organizations like Safe Place handle the folks who need their help changing at any way?
Yes, I'd say it should be constantly changing if we want to be realistic about it. The services that we provide to prepare, the folks to re-enter the community and whatnot, if we can help them handle their day-to-day lives, that's what we want to do.
Well, and right, it would be the goal to return someone to a place in their life where they can go on with their lives. But you realize that when you meet folks who are in this position, they've been traumatized, they're scared, they need help. This is a big change for them.
It is a big change, and that's why we're very proud of our staff, because they're there, and our crisis line is there, our advocacy, our counseling, there's just so many different things that we offer that really are kind of behind the scenes that a lot of folks don't know about, but they are an integral part of what we're doing to make Safe Place the success it's been. And, we owe it to not only them, but to our community, our donors, to constantly be looking to provide the best service that we can.
I think you alluded to this a few minutes ago, but the way over the course of your law enforcement career, Emmett Township, Michigan State Police, before that, it's changed, hasn't it? We've become more successful at identifying these situations and trying to resolve them.
It's interesting you say that, because it certainly has changed. The things that we do now, and it's just over time things happen. The economy took a turn, and we saw the social services, mental health, all those others. Some of those services got cut back,
right.
And now what we're seeing is our police officers are starting to have to recognize a lot of the mental health issues and those types of things, and be able to make the referrals to the right folks.
Boy, more pressure on law enforcement than was already there.
It is, but thanks to places like Safe Place, we've got an avenue that we can further help our communities.
So Safe Place would love your support, and if you'd like to attend a nice musical event on Saturday night, that's how they'll thank you. Give the details one more time there, Dick.
Okay, the concert begins at 7 p.m., Chapel Hill United Methodist Church, 157 Chapel Hill Drive. Edie Evans Hyde and the Terry Lauer Trio. I want to mention that too, because Terry Lauer is quite a keyboardist, so you really get the full package here. It's not just her alone. I mean, so come early, and we hope have a big turnout.
All right, and that'll be Saturday night.
Right.
So 7 o'clock is when it starts, but as you say, arrive early.
I would say get there by 6:30 if you can, 6:30 or 6:45.
All right. Dick Schlatter here on behalf of Safe Place, and Chief Mike Olson, Emmett Township Public Safety, member of the Board of Directors at Safe Place as well. Thank you both.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks,
All
Richard.
right.